you. You might decide to show mercy. Later, when you have answers. Something almost tangible seems to touch your throat, freezing the words in it. Fate is yanking the leash insistently, and the fingers on Froshia's battered hand tighten their grip. Wait, I cannot let him go? Like, the game's like, nah, no. No. Alright, so I restarted the game, and at least it's given me these two. So, I'm saying at least it's giving me those two. I'm gonna try this fight again. If I don't beat it, I don't know. I would have loved to have waited. Like, here's my question. I suppose, really, I should know this by now. Can I only use, like, them once? Ever? Which I know is not right, because obviously I've used them. That done. Nothing. I'm just gonna have to accept that I haven't been keeping my ship in good condition. See, I hate how these get like a go before. Like, I feel like they should get their go in the next go. It's a rough try. No, I'm gonna have to admit mega defeat on this one. I'm sad that it missed. Hmm.
The void shield has been weakened, but the armor is still strong.
Is it though?
Our Drekar drowns in the sea of stars. The shields are down! What a grand and brutal battle!
So we'll move up here. Move up a little bit more. Just get out. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm gonna get this one. I missed. I know I didn't miss by much, but okay. Don't destroy my frigate. It's the longest it's survived.
And the fires of retribution.
I tried to keep you alive. There's no way. This is the closest. I will give it that. I will give it that. This is the closest we have been. No, we don't want to head in there. No, 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 no. Okay, well, that was the best run so far. Didn't. I was kind of hoping it would nudge it over a little bit. Okay, this is dumb. Fuck, still didn't really. Oh, we're not surviving. surviving this next one. We've got 23. No, that's us dead. With 4 health, we're not doing this.
Where we tread, the unfaithful fall.
This is gonna take us out. We need. Oh no way! This is gonna take us out. No way! I have no way. Wait. Is it flying away?
Void Krakens will be sated with plunder aplenty.
That was so freaking fluky. We had four health left. I should not have won that. I should not have won that. Okay, whatever. I'm taking it. I'm awesome. Oh, that was amazing. No one messes with Titania von Valancius. That was freaking awesome. That was awesome. I should not have won that. I'll tell you what I will do since oh, I'm gonna freaking save it. I'm gonna save it right over this one because I am amazed at myself. So yeah, we were on our way down to here. I'm very proud of us. We did it. A mysterious sickness struck the clan living in one of the macro cannon chambers. The disease quickly spread, causing the inflicted to rife with unbearable stomach cramps and expire after several days of agony. Before the officers could react, the neighboring clans took the issue into their own hands and flooded the chamber with carbon monoxide. The macro cannon was put back into service and the vigilantes were punished for subjecting the rogue traders' servants to mob justice. Which kind of reminds me, way back, we had that kind of scuffle, you know, where the lower deck people were like, yo, I don't want to take orders from you, and we were either going to wipe them out or not wipe them out. And then we had that old lady who was like, you know, I know better. Nothing really came about of that, or maybe I'm about to find out that maybe it did. Maybe it did. Maybe the fact that nothing happened is the best thing here. Maybe. So yeah, maybe. Who knows? But anyway, we did. We're off to go and see the Inquisitor. Who should we not bring? Well, we should bring everyone with us. Everyone. I think I went to the wrong place. Hicks. One thing is I'm planning on playing Wrath of the Righteous very, very soon. Not alongside Rogue Trader, but probably after Rogue Trader or shortly after Rogue Trader, because I do have other games I want to play. And I think I will try my hardest to get rid of the loading screens. I find myself not speaking during the loading screens, and sometimes I do speak during the loading screens. Sometimes we end up with 100 and it's just not moving.
Let us not dawdle.
See, Footfall still looks like a dump. More of a dump. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to come back to the Inquisitor, but I done what he asked. Oh dear, what happened here? The old servant casts a sharp, appraising glance at you. How can I be of use to your ladyship? Where is Calcazar? The Lord Inquisitor is away on urgent mission. Frosier's colourless voice matches his starkly unhelpful reply. Round. The hall bears the marks of a clean-up, quick, thorough, and unceremonious. The smell of ash from burned reports hang in the air. Every trace of the Lord Inquisitor's stay at the palace has been destroyed. The only reminder of it is the elderly servant, sticking out like a nail amid an emptied space. He has abandoned you here, then? My master has no need of my service on his present expedition. I was tasked with cleaning up. As soon as the conversation turns to Calcazar, deferential in this static overtones brighten the servant's dry voice. Well, I wish to know where he has gone. I was instructed to tell your ladyship that the Lord Inquisitor advises against making that inquiry. The outrageously rude word is spoken in an impeccable, polite tone. Abelard's face turns a deep red. You blasted! With visible effort. He swallows his insult. He was about to spit out. Titania von Shire. Henrik's tone is ice cold. I am offering you my service as the interrogator should you find it necessary to extract the information you need from this recalcitrant individual. Tell me where he went or else. That was a mistake. A blade appears in Frosier's hand, a common Cadian pattern, monomolecular edged bayonet knife, whose handle is covered in scratches from years of use. Excuse you? That's just rude. Oh, look, and But I failed my awareness. You managed to jerk your head out of the way of the serpentine strike, saving your eyes, but the blade rips your flesh open. One after another, it finds your internal organs, the liver, the lungs, and the kidneys. Overcoming the pain, you grab hold of his hand, which might as well be made of rock, and you start twisting it out of its cracking joint. The pain makes your foe cease his resistance, and you realize that the fight that almost cost your life lasted no more than a few seconds. I'm not going to hurt him. Will I hurt him? I will hurt him. Can I hurt him? No. I can persuade him, though, right? I'm going to tell him that Calcazar has gone and you will live. Don't you see he has abandoned you? Froscher shakes his head with a sad smile. Always faithful, your ladyship. What are you doing, wretch? My master told me to stay behind to prevent the possibility of pursuit. Your meddling in the Inquisition's affairs is a mistake. You are no mere servant. Where did you learn to hit like that? Cadian, assault, date, and circumstances of enlistment in the Lord Inquisitor's retinue. Classified. Ulfa growls sullenly. Cadian, I've seen your breed in action. True warriors, and you weren't born with the hole where your heart should be. I can see it in your eyes. How could such a beast agree to be the Inquisitor's hound? And you have worked your way into his inner circle. Why does he want you so close at hand? To frighten and slay innocents? To spy for him? I freaking love Elf, I do. With a weak smile, Froscher replies calmly, For my courage, sir. Let me ask you again. I'm going to try to hurt him. Let me ask you again. Where has Calcazar gone? We failed. You hear the crunch of a shattered joints, nerves snapping, tendons creaking. But that is all you hear. The servant's lip remains stubbornly still. Okay, well then, you know what? I am going to frickin' torture you for a long time, a very long time, but you will tell me everything in the end. No, apparently I'm not doing it. I am no longer young. My money is on my stubbornness against my weak heart. Let's see which breaks first. Back to the servant until he breaks. Oh, go. I will not kill you. You might decide to show mercy. Later, when you have answers. Something almost tangible seems to touch your throat, freezing the words in it. Fate is yanking the leash insistently, and the fingers on Frosier's battered hand tighten their grip. Wait, I cannot let him go? Like, the game's like, no. 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 All right, then I'm going to batter the servant until he breaks. It takes time to beat the answers out the lump of meat that once called itself Frosier. At some point between the squelching sounds of your blows and the cracking of broken bones, you manage to force several words out of his mouth. Porta Septem, dimensional gate. I know where that is. We just... Oh, this could have gone... Oh. Ah. Could have gone so much better. It could have... It didn't.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
It didn't. It could have went so much. It didn't. Oh, well. Oh, dear. Oh, they all... An entire group of people salute you. Most of them, an escort of honor consisting of members of retinues, associates, secretaries, bodyguards, and an assortment of others, bow deeply to you and shout their greetings, making a lot of noise. It appears the news of your impending departure has already spread throughout the station. Leaving us, are you, your ladyship? La Dame Tokara is once again in clean, decorous imperial bureaucrat persona, as if the cutthroat carved himself a bloody path back into the Legion's throne never existed. There is a word among my flock that rogue trader von Valancius is going on a perilous voyage. So accept this blessing for your journey, noble Titania von Shire. Communicative interaction option unlocked. Purpose of data exchange, strengthening ties, and delivering a gift. Material assets, a donation to an ally. We barely got the news that the Lord Inquisitor had left his cozy footfall on perch, and now you're off on a long journey too. Riser grins contentedly. Thought I might as well come see an old acquaintance. An officer in the Imperial Navy uniform folds his hands in the sign of the Aquila. I forgot what it was. Isn't it? Is this? Yes. It's an honor, your ladyship. I'm here on the superior's orders to pay my respect to the House von Valancius. Have you come to wish me good luck, Vladane? Yes, your ladyship. On behalf of my organization, I would like to express our regret that we have been unable to establish a productive relationship. Yeah, I just didn't. But that, I hope, is a temporary complication, and you will eventually see the potential and promise that we can offer you. Word of advice: give up smuggling and take care of footfall instead. Or you will end up on a gallows after all. I don't know. Hey, I think I'll do this one. Keep up the good work, but remember, you are running your business under my protection now. Have no doubt in my memory, your ladyship. House von Valancius can always count on a worthy percentage of my organization's income as thanks for your generous patronage. Is blessing me the only thing you're here to do, Hieronymus? And to wish that your journey through the darkness the Emperor grants your revelations and opens your heart to our teaching. We also didn't do any work with the Drusirians. If it happens, come to me and perhaps you might decide to make our cult part of your circle of close friends. And do not forget about mercy, good shepherd. This is as important as it is justice. Now I hope mercy will be healing potion, not a cup of poison served to my flock. But I have heard your words and committed them to my memory. Why have you come, Opticon? This unit is indignant at the fact that links of sufficiently high priority have not been established. We also did not work with the explorators between House von Volantis and the Cognizance fleet, while unable to place any research assets at the disposal of House von Volantis. This unit is counting on reliability on the prediction that your expedition will be successful. Glory to the Omnissiah Tech Priest. Glory to the Emperor, Rogue Trader. The best of the functional prosperity to you. And Riser, are you here to discuss business or just wish me good luck? I wish you good luck. You've avoided doing business with the Fellowship of the Void, but perhaps that may change in the future, eh? When you're back and your old is bursting with trophies, you can find me at the Damascus. Drinks are on me. We did no work with them. No shenanigans while I'm away. I'll have you strung up as soon as I am back. Riser stifles a chuckle. Well, I hope you don't forget a Riser. You know, pick a softer rope for the old time's sake. Mental office. What are your orders? My command has tasked me with letting you know they strongly value our allyship with the House von Volantis. Although at this time we have not managed to build a powerful alliance, they believe that we will be able to strengthen our treaties and bring the light of the Imperium to the Expanse going forward. We've had a little bit, but not much. But then, you know, protect the Expanse while I am away. We will not forget our duty, your ladyship. These stars will be ours. A multitude of voices answer you with good luck wishes, blessings, parting advice, and words of respect, shouting over each other, but alike in their sincerity. For a second you feel especially clearly that you are likely will not see any of these people ever again. Oh, that's kind of sad. We sort of made friends. We sort of made friends. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Onwards. Yeah, clean up footfall while I'm away. Yeah, we did no business. Considering. Your ladyship, we have a long expedition ahead of us. It would be reasonable to replenish supplies, ammunition, spare parts, better equipment. Who knows what we are about to face? I mean, I'm gonna just say I already have everything we need because I don't know what I'm gonna need. We could save it here. This could be a good place to save. Oh, we can't save here. The game says no saving. Okay, fine. I already have everything I need. Thy will be done, your ladyship. Okay. So we're heading to the bay. I remember we found a system with a big gate. I'm guessing that's where we are heading. Yeah, we're heading all the way up here. Should be interesting. Let's jump here. Oh, come on. We should be able to jump here. No? Jump here first? Jump here first. Does it really make much of a difference? The vessel's confessors report discontent among their flock. During the traditional sermon before departure, a ritual chandelier, hundreds of candles were snuffed out at once. The Missionaries attribute this incident to an open ventilation shaft, but the voidsmen noticed it and are whispering about ill omens, fearing the woes that may come soon. Let us sanctify all chambers of void ship one more time. The holy protection is full accordance with the eclarch. That hasn't changed. Okay, here. Here. Really? You want me to go all the way to Kiavagama? Where is Kiavagama? I was gonna say it's on the way though, right? I'm sure it's on the way. I thought Kiavagama was like over here. Yeah, it's there. Let's make it somewhat safe. Troubling news arrived from Janus, your ladyship. While digging an irrigation ditch, the workers found a xeno-obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to the laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Espalian 2 Majora's region. It is almost like Janus itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only people who visit the uncontrolled territory are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observers report strange fires in the sky at night, completely imperceptible to the augurs. Esteemed ultra-requisitors are gathering free men and daredevils for an expedition into the heart of the region. They assume a priceless trove of the xenome mechanisms is waiting for them inside. What exactly is happening there? The vegetation demonstrated a remarkable ability for wild growth. It took the plants only 2 days to overcome the agro-complexes in the region. Extinct species of local megafauna have been spotted in the newly formed jungle, aggressive and acting in unnatural cohesion. And how the wretches are involved, we do not know. It is as if they have received a signal telling them to abandon their work and rush deep into the afflicted territory. Some were stopped by the watchmen and pointed by order. Unfortunately, about 100 still made their way into the region. Oh. Isolated region and commence a research. We must understand what we are dealing with. It will be done, your ladyship. The afflicted region has been isolated. Soon after quarantine, one of the escaped wretches emerged from the jungle and handed the wardens who met him a parcel with some kind of xeno artifact and a message. Accept the gifts and leave the world in peace. Okay. Legend has it that House Winterscale holds the secrets of gas factoriums, workshops in which tons of organic raw materials pass through fermented vats, hot rollers, and pressure exhausts to yield valuable chemicals. Sacred technology could enable Janus to produce enormous volume. Okay, cool. We'll do that. Okay. I don't think I can do anything more here. Apparently I've got to actually go to Dargonus. Okay, we will do that then. I think we'll do that before we head off into places. So, God damn, we were almost there. Okay. What has happened in Kiavagam? Heresy rears its head on Kiavagama. Remnants of vile forces cause compulsions in workers and technomats. Execute the heretics. A number of afflicted continues to grow, and once the last madman is finally put down, the death count numbers are in the thousands. Can I do this for the other ones? I don't actually have to travel, right? I've run out of people. That's my problem here. Oh no, don't actually think. Hold on. I don't think I have to. Wait. I forget the shortcut button. No, it's not that. It's not that button. That button. Okay. No, I actually need to be there. Right. Okay. Rows of... What are we getting here? So we've either got the reaping. Not even a sprawling agri complex of Janus can cover the whole of the planet's fertile expanse. Gargantian tract. Oh yes, I remember. We'll get some people and some xenotech, I suppose. Let's do this one. This is Foulstone, so... ooh, a hello railway. Glorious mag train loaded with relics run across Foulstone, carrying the light of faith to every corner of the world. The requisitional religious gifts from the worlds in the guise of ecclesiarchy gives the opportunity to keep portion of the proceeds. Puts our profit factor up, which is really what we need. Doing that. Convicts will be of much greater use if they're kept from sleeping. So I find it cruel, but it's because I like my sleep though. Rotate may grant the convicts the right to buy with their labor the freedom of their children born in captivity. Transuranium's value is such that its open pit mining will be worth thousands of lives lost to radiation exposure. Acquiring captives from enemies of humanity for use in forced labor is a possible way to replenish the workforce. Raven's Bane. Ooh. Disciplinary officer of the Imperial Navy will make wonderful wardens. They could make wonderful wardens. Our profit factor goes up there though. We get more Prometheum, plus we get more Prometheum. We get more people, but I don't think I really want... Yeah. Let's do that. Selling the forgiveness. Foundational honorary cemetery for repose of dynasty's best sons will create a new tradition. Why not? Mag trains. That profit up. I think it's because I found out quite late in the game about this. That's what I'm putting it down to. That's my excuse. That is definitely my excuse. By showing illusions to the masses, it is possible to gain a lot of attention and attract pilgrims. Put our profit factor up and we'll get more peoples. More peoples! Lord Captain, after the decompression of Lady Theodora's secret workshop on Kiavagama, an epidemic of mysterious tech leprosy has broken out. Augments mutate into distorted forms, killing their hosts and the machines. Even entire assembly halls break apart into fragments that devour each other, melding into grotesque and insane forms. The Omega-18 Manufactorium, the epicenter of the epidemic, is cordoned off, but the disease will burst out of there sooner or later. What was known about the sickness? We have not faced anything like this before. The plague only affects the mechanisms, forcing them to transform and lose all functionality. Nobody knows the nature of this disease and how it found its way into Lady Theodora's secret workshop. It is possible that some secret research was being carried out there. I wish to listen to the suggestions of my advisors. Eradicating the infection is our highest priority, but to completely eradicate the Manufactorium epicenter would mean inflicting serious damage to our resource supply. This unit, I can propose another method of purging. However, the sacraments of the Omnisire that are available to me cannot be revealed to the laity. I ask that you place your trust in me. Serene, do not be so hasty with the purge. The phenomenon may be of interest to specialists. There are many who do not agree that all knowledge belongs solely to Cox. What appears to be a plague could hold amazing possibilities. If we could isolate the Manufactorium and let these inquisitive minds inside, they would happily compensate us for the loss of production capacity. I have suppressed 18 different epidemics aboard the flagship, and our officers have experience in setting up quarantines. I'll send them into Kiavagama to lead the tech purgator squads. They will not return from the epicenter until the infection is eradicated and preventive exclusion zone is taken out. You know what? I'll do as you wish, Pascal. You have my permission. Your request is accepted. I shall withdraw to perform the sacrament. The tech priests, armed with a mysterious device they assembled under the instructions of Pascal, have gone into the bowels of the Manufactorium. What happened there is unknown. Reports speak of blue and green flash that illuminated the Manufactorium, and the epidemic subsided overnight. The distorted mechanisms had been honorably melted down, and so were the bodies of the dead tech priests who carried the machine of the Magos Hanuman, as well as the burnt remains of the machine itself. Magos Pascal has refused to comment on his chosen method of purging, calling it a revelation of the Omnisire that he himself could not comprehend before it left him. Many of the tech priests who had once maintained the Manufactorium were left without a function and transferred to serve aboard the rogue trader ship. Okay. Propose massive tectonic plate detonation to awaken the planet's great volcanoes. Smelting shops housed inside their flaming vents can produce plasteel of incredible purity. The earthquake's tectonic instability and ash clouds that will forever envelop the sky of Kiev are a small price to pay. We don't have much security. We do end up with, like, loads. What's unwelcome guests? Explorate the ship. The exaltation has landed on the world's surface. The tech priests graciously informed the authorities that they had taken control of the nearby manufactoriums in order to perform the rites of ship maintenance and made servitors of the worker units deployed there. The servants of the Omnisire requested enormous quantities of priceless materials without saying a word as to the purpose of their visit or the details of their mission. They have expressed their gratitude for assistance and vaguely promised a reward commensurate with the planetary authorities' contribution. I kind of like the Inferno. But it takes away my security. Efficiency or security? Efficiency or security? Lord Cap, Captain, the situation in Faustone requires your attention. I've got to go all over the place. The next couple of videos are just going to be me just going all over the place. One of the servants tasked with the Crucible's maintenance has declared publicly that he has been liberated of all worldly concerns, for he is none other than the reincarnations of Saint Cognatius. There are some extremely questionable reports claiming that he has performed miracles. Supported by the congregation garnered by preaching, he asked for your ladyship's permission to depart from Faustone with the Crucible in tow, so that he may continue Saint Cognatius's work and use the relic to transform worlds, one true to the faith of the Imperium, into lush, splendorous gardens. It does go without saying that such a generous gift to the Coronis Expanse would bring great renown to your ladyship, but at a heavy cost. Faustone would turn back into a wasteland, and you would lose the prestige that comes with having charge over such a valuable relic. What do we know about this so-called Saint Cognatius and Reincarnate? Tibber Hike, a technomap from Footfall, he now prefers to be called Brother Pure Voice, an unremarkable commoner with no family, gaunt, unkept, covered in scabs from working with the Crucible. He became obsessed with it from the day it was discovered. He never left his maintenance post, never rested, barely ever slept, fasting and living off stimulants and condensates from the relic's cooling circuit. Then he started having revelations and eventually saw the truth, or he went completely insane. Ceremonies are directed at commoners, appealing to them for humility and mercy. He often speaks about his former life as a saint. Many of these tales match known legends about Saint Cognatus. No anarchical pronunciations or radical deviations from the creed have been found in his words. Yet. I wish to hear the opinions of my advisors. I have an ample experience with saintly saviors like him in the past. Whatever great cause they proclaim as their mission, they genuinely naively believe that people really do need them. If we round up enough orphans and lepers who would trip over themselves to beg your prophet for salvation, you will soon forget all about the Crucible and his holy mission. I know a few guilds of professional beggars who would be delighted to offer their services to us. False prophets in the streets are common occurrence. Their sermons breed turmoil, riots, and act as disobedience. The Inquisition recommends that such unstable agents be isolated and quietly removed. The arch enemy lies take on many guises, but the Emperor's miracles are 100-fold stronger. On more than few occasions, he has bestowed epiphanies upon the faithful, even those of the humblest origins. I bear myself the name of the poor orphan who... I myself bear the name of a poor orphan who was granted miraculous powers by his grace. So give me time, and I will find you the most loyal agents to escort Brother Pure Voice on his travels. They will keep him safe, and if he is pure, or punish him should they sense deceit in his words. I have a feeling that his rebirth is a true wonder. Jay, see that the delegation of doleful wretches keeps our Saint Cognatus distracted. Gladly, Starine, manipulating blessed simpletons is the easiest thing in the world. There is nothing they crave more than the feels needed. The Pure Voice Prophet was mobbed by an entourage of professional beggars and cripples. Upon seeing how many people needed him on Faustone, the Saint Reincarnate gave up on his ambitions of spreading faith to new worlds. He vowed not to leave the planet for as long as they remained even a single soul in need of his help. He only left Faustone once to bless the Lord Captain's ship and counsel her to carry on St. Cognatus' holy cause. We're just here. Okay, we'll do that one. Back to Kiavagama. Lord Captain, a strange anomaly has been detected on Kiavagama. A series of orders defined as Procedure OC forced itself into the production algorithms. The servants of the Omnicide define its execution status as most sacred, and therefore followed its instructions impeccably. In just one cycle, cells were erected in all of the manufactoriums and connected by cognigators speedy, or more precisely, their computing channels. This was a network forms of pattern similar to those applied to the digital cells of a machine spirits. The OC procedure commands Magi with an above-average psych receptively index to enter the cells. Those tech priests who take their seats in the cells fall into a blissful data dream, where they listen to the Binharic hymns very similar to those that periodically whirled from the warp box of the Cubist Delphin. The performance of the manufactoriums have dropped. Many of the machine god servants have abandoned their posts and are pleading for the privilege of fulfilling procedure OC, but the enforcers have taken custody of the cells and ward these volunteers away from them. What do we know about the procedures? Could it be part of Delphin's legacy? Cannot trace the source of the signal and that activated it or figure out what it means. The tech priests oppose the idea of research and procedure as it violates the sacraments. Supposedly the minds of the Magos immersed in the cells are involved in some grand-scale computation. The servants of the Omnici have tested the cognigator network 7 times with purifying algorithms of various degrees of severity, proclaiming it clean. Perhaps my advisors have a few words to share? These things need to be filled with high psych sensitivity tech priests. Sure, but why use our servants? Look at remote stations and outposts for those who were banished as unfit, and you will find 3 times as many more suitable candidates. Then in the manufactorium, psych receptivity rarely goes hand in hand with those rationally, and such tech priests often end their careers in the wilderness. Are they singing? It's surprising that your race was able to achieve such a harmonious form of interaction with a man-made tools. My kinsmen also use psychoacoustic harmonicas to guide our creations. I'm not a bone singer myself, but I might be able to tell your servants of certain principles regarding how the universe sounds. I find this sacrilegious suggestion to be in breach of the Data Unity Protocol. A signal, seemingly from nowhere, that is the highest execution priority. A perfect weapon for capturing the planet. It should be anathematized. And I'm ready to summon a cadre of competent technochorists. Oh my gosh. Techsaurists from the Inquisition. Yep, Henrix is right. No, we're going to research this procedure. We have to know what it's dealing with. Your will will be done. Your servants have started their interrogation, seeking to determine the nature and purpose of the mysterious procedure. They have encountered ancient creations of data smithing, impossible in the current times, and have been filled with a great awe. They could not fathom the wisdom of the digital architect. I could up our security. I'm sorry, we keep going backwards and forth. Backwards and forth. So it's either we'll go back and we'll find out what happened. Lord Captain, there has been an act of sabotage on Kiavagam. The cult of the Final Dawn has invaded the planet, cultivated a pack of schismaticals in the bowels of the manufactoriums and set up upon us. The attack was so sudden that we almost lost all the workshop, but we had help. Some entities already being called data angels have invaded the cognigational network, seized the cognigators and servitors, and used them to repel the first onslaught of the schismaticals. Now there is a fierce struggle taking place all over the planet. The new sphere of the world is boiling. Fortunately, we received information about the impending attack at the last moment. Signals were intercepted by a warp of the Cubist Delphin's machine. How did the cultists infiltrate my world? This was part of the coordinated attack that hit the entire expanse. The heretics must have been preparing this for a long time. Thanks to the fact that the planet has been thoroughly purged into corrupting influence of the Cubist Delphin, the cult now has nowhere to hide, no collaborators on the planet. They've utterly failed to compromise our world's defense. And what do we know about these data angels? Not much. They're machine spirits being born from art of data smithing. They charge into battles chanting the same Binharic mantra that participants of the procedure OC chanted. The Logis has been observing them and have investigated the cells used as procedure OC, have deciphered traces of their activity and discovered patterns that could point us to the possible creators of the Data Angels. If they are right, then they bear the seal of the Explorator's Cognizance fleet. Connecting to the Naval Directory, no mentions of operations on Kiava Gamma detected. No information on Data Angels detected. Hypothesis: either there has been a calculation error, or no information, or the information is locked behind a higher level of security clearance required for the sacrament. Wish to hear the opinions of my officers? There are backup cognigates located in Kiava Gamma's manufactorians to ensure the continuity of production in case of an accident. The severity of the situation would call for disrupting the service algorithms, and I am prepared to sanction a ritual that will allow the Data Angels of the Omnicide to absorb the Cognigator's computing power to combat these wicked spirits. Okay, do it. Your request to perform the sacrament is accepted and shall be fulfilled immediately. Having gained access to the cognigational reserves and after being infused with power, the Data Angels charged at the schismaticals. The hordes of data spirits have been tech exercised and exterminated, and the afflicted mechanisms purged and restored. The tech priests gave praise to the Omnicide for protecting the production algorithm from severe disruption. After exiling their schismaticals, the Data Angels have retreated into hiding inside their cognigational networks, leaving the servants of the Omnicide only to guess at who or what these beings were. I feel like we're gonna have a fight with the Inquisitor's ship, so I'm for doing this. I don't know, it's just, I'm just going nuts now. Okay, back to Falstone? Oh, good. We do need to go to Falstone now. Right. There's so much. Okay, we don't need to Dargonus. Okay, and then Janus. Okay. Just when I thought we were gonna, anyone here is giving me is the reaping, so. Okay, so we're going to Dargonus.